When you decide to leave a toxic relationship with substances or a toxic lifestyle like addiction, recovery is not just a brave step, okay? It is a transformative journey. It's a journey that you've chosen that will open doors to healing and self discovery. During this time, one of the most crucial aspects of your healing process is going to be creating and nurturing a strong support system. Surrounding yourself with supportive, positive people can be the foundation that helps you thrive in your newfound freedom rather than struggling to find your way. And I think it was Brene Brown who put it, connection is why we're here. It gives us purpose and meaning to our lives. And so building these connections, it those connections are going to be essential for your recovery journey and for your overall well-being. So in this presentation, we are going to explore why a support system is so vital and provide examples of the kind of people who you want to be a part of your support system. And then we will also touch bases on, a little bit of a type of exercise to help you plan and enhance your recovery support network. So, a support system is like a safety net, catching you when you falter and lifting you up when you need it the most. Now, stepping away from substance use, putting addiction behind you, leaving that lifestyle, your emotions can kind of be unpredictable, okay? Some days you may feel relieved and empowered. Other days you may feel overwhelmed and you may think your old lifestyle may have been easier, not rationally thinking and in this irrational state. There may be some doubt, some sadness. You're overwhelmed, so you're not quite thinking straight. Okay. So in moments like these, having supportive people around you to help you navigate through these emotional waves, reminding you of your worth, reminding you of how far you've come, reminding you of where you have been, and helping you to stay grounded, and encouraging you through your growth is going to be very important. These types of connections are more than just a comfort. They are truly a critical part of your healing and recovery journey. These type of connections are going to offer love. They are going to offer some validation, and they will definitely offer encouragement. And this can make all the difference. Close friends, family members, your therapist, sponsor, support groups, even your coworkers. These can all be supportive people in your life. But it is important to understand what positive qualities they should have. Being a good supporter to someone, I could break it down into about three major components. I'm going to touch on some others, but I want to touch on these three first and foremost. Those components are integrity, caring, and congeniality. When I think of integrity, I think of trustworthiness, dependability, and being able to trust. So, trustworthiness, that's just knowing that you can share your thoughts and feelings with this person and they won't talk behind your back or tell others without cause. Dependability, that just means you can count on them to be there when you need them and they'll support and believe in you even when you can't believe in yourself. And then being able to trust just means you feel comfortable being vulnerable with this person. And then caring. When I think of being caring, I think of empathy, being non judgmental, and having good listening skills. So, empathy. That just means having the ability to understand what is going on with you, or at least recognize your feelings and react accordingly. And then when I think about being non judgmental, I think about friends who are going to uplift you. They are going to accept you as you are, even if it's different from them, but will push you to be your best self. And then the listening skills. Well, that's easy. Of course, you want them to have good, close communication where you can both share your intimate thoughts, feelings, and experiences. And lastly, congeniality. I think congeniality encompasses things like being fun to be around, meaning, you genuinely enjoy being around this person. Now, these are probably like the top three traits, like in a nutshell. But there are some other qualities that I would like to get into that, make someone a supportive person. So I'd say, well, we talked about being a good listener. So, of course, actively listening without interrupting. So that's wonderful. We talked about being non judgmental. We talked about being trustworthy. But how about being empathetic? Someone who can understand and share your feelings, and they're showing genuine compassion for your experiences. I personally would like someone who is encouraging. And these are the type of people that will provide a positive reinforcement, motivating you to pursue your goals and believe in yourself. And of course, we want dependable people, people who are reliable and consistent, and of course, showing up for us when we need them the most. And of course, a patient person. Now, a patient person, they are going to give you time and space to process your thoughts and your feelings at your own pace. Another great quality of a supportive person is a person who is respectful. This person honors your boundaries and respects your decisions, even if they may not fully agree with them. Another quality that I can think of when I think of a supportive person would be someone who is genuine. Their support is sincere, and offering help and advice comes from a place of care, and it comes from a place of honesty. And then lastly, someone who holds a positive outlook. And I love these type of people because these people bring a hope and optimistic perspective, helping you to see the possibilities and encouraging resilience. And that is important. So, there are going to be numerous ways to strengthen your support system. Get creative as you want to, but I want to go over 3 ways that I think are sweet, simple ways to strengthen your support system. So, I always like to promote gratitude. So, first and foremost, for me, would be to write a gratitude note or write a gratitude letter. And all you have to do is take just a moment to write a heartfelt letter to someone in your support system. And you know what? A card would be even nicer. Just write a little note in the card expressing your gratitude for their presence in your life. Not only will this strengthen your bond, but it also helps you recognize and appreciate the positive influences around you. Okay. Another would be to plan a supportive gathering. And this could be very simple. You're just going to organize just a small little get together with the people who make you feel loved and supported. So this could be something like a tea time little date or a coffee date, maybe even a movie night. Maybe you want to grab some snacks or some candies and bring them along and take a walk in the park. Just something very simple, but to bring you all together. The goal is just to surround yourself with the positive energy and create memories with those who uplift you. So this could be something like a picnic in the park. Whatever you can think of, just be creative and make it simple. Don't stress yourself out. And then lastly, engage in some self-care together. Okay? So invite your friend over or invite that family member over to join you in some type of self-care activity. It could be something like maybe a yoga class, or maybe you put together a spa day in your home, or even better, have a meditation session together. Healing is often easier when shared with others. Okay, so those are 3 simple activities that you can do to strengthen your support system. And then, in creating a plan to enhance your support system, definitely take some time to reflect on your current support system and consider how you can do so. Okay. And you just want to identify who your key supporters are. So write the names down of the people who currently provide you with the most support. And next to each name, note specifically the ways in which they help you. And this could be emotional support, some type of practical assistance, or simply being a comforting presence. In further reflecting on your current support system and considering how you can enhance it, consider the gaps, okay? And these are areas in your life where you feel unsupported. And, perhaps you need more emotional support, or maybe you need some professional guidance, or maybe you just simply need some more positivity. But identifying these gaps, and when you're able to think about how you might fill them, this will help you figure out whether deepening existing relationships will work for you, or if you should be seeking out some new connections. Okay. So again, identify those gaps, identify the areas where you feel unsupported, and then set intentions. You have to be intentional in everything that you do. You should be intentional. So, setting intentions, this looks like you writing down 1 or 2 specific actions that you can take to strengthen your support system. Remember, SMART goals, SMART measurable goals. So, what this may look like is you reaching out to a friend that maybe you've lost touch with, or joining a support group, and even scheduling regular check ins with your mentor or your sponsor. But this should be made into a plan. So make a plan to put these actions into practice, okay? Building a support system, it's essential for addiction recovery. It's an essential part of healing and rediscovering yourself after a lifestyle of addiction. So you must desire to surround yourself with people who are going to bring out the best in you, people who encourage your growth, and those who love and support this journey you are on. Remember, you do not have to do it alone. You were never meant to do it alone. So take some time to reflect on what your current relationships look like. Identify the people who truly support you and actively engage in strengthening those connections. Like, it doesn't hurt. It only gets better from here. Just remember, you deserve to be surrounded by all the love, possibility, and unwavering support you need as you embark on this new chapter of your life. So now, let's take some time to reflect and discuss. So first, who in your life currently supports your sobriety, and how do they show that support? Secondly, what kind of support do you personally need the most? Emotional, practical, accountability, or something else? Third, have you ever attended a recovery group or support meeting? What was that experience like for you? Or what might hold you back from trying one? And lastly, how comfortable do you feel asking for help when you need it? What would make that easier for you?